Hello again, debutantes. Today I have a DIY for you that is so easy I almost feel like I'm cheating you out of learning something real, but I made this really quickly and I really enjoy it and I think it's a great idea and it's something you can change up for different holidays, for birthdays or whatever. So let me show you what it is first. It is this picture frame and this is a piece of scrapbook paper. And I'm going to show you how to put this together, and if you can tell, I have secured it with little pins so this scrapbook paper can come off and easily be interchanged with a different piece depending on your holiday. So let me show you how to make this super easy and fun picture frame craft. Okay, so here is our finished project. Again, we have a frame, we have some foam core board back here, a little bit of burlap. Now you can use any type of fabric. I just use burlap because I have a lot of it left over and I think it went well with this Thanksgiving scrapbook paper. And this is a full sheet of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. I didn't do anything to it except purchase it. So I'm going to show you how to get this effect or do this project on a much smaller scale. So I'm going to set this aside. And what I have now is I have a 5x7 frame. This is the frame that I'm going to use for this project. I have a piece of scrapbook paper. I actually just cut this down. I traced the inside of the frame on top of the paper, so I have my paper. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my foam core board to the measurement on the back of this frame, which I want to say is probably 5 by 8, but I'm going to measure it and then I'm just going to cut out the foam core board and I will show you the next step. Okay, so I have my foam core board cut, and if you can tell, the edges are not exactly clean. My knife was not as sharp as it needed to be. So, but that doesn't really matter because I'm going to cover it now with this fabric that I cut, and you can see it's a little bit larger than my foam core. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to wrap this around here and hot glue it. Hopefully my hot glue gun is ready. I'm going to start at the corners and just put a dab of glue and then pull the corner up and kind of pull it tight, just like that. And I'm going to do all 4 corners. Now this has a little bit of a weave to it, so I'm going to try and keep that straight, but you won't see much of it, so it's not like crazy if if it's a little crooked. Or if you have OCD like I do, and then you'll have to take it apart and fix it. So you might want to take some time now to make sure that is straight. So now I'm just going to continue to glue all of my edges. I'm just going to do that and then pull this. Might be a good idea to make sure you have the glue where it needs to go. So now I'm going to do the other 3 sides and I'll show you what that looks like when it's finished. So I have glued all of the sides together, and you can see it's not perfect. It's a little, frayed, but we're going to cover that up. So the next step is to go ahead and pop this right into our frame, and it should fit nice and secure, just like that. And that's what it looks like in the front. Now, if you want the back to look as pretty as the front, because you might display this on a table, or you'll see the back, you can easily just take another piece of scrapbook paper. I had just used a hole punch on the corners because one corner was already punched, so I just did the other ones, and then I'm just going to hot glue that right to the back to just make that look nice. But let's go on to the front of the project. So here's your frame, all with the paper in it. Now I'm going to use these, I think they're called sequin pins. They're really fine silver pins, which I think they come in other colors. But like I said before, you can hot glue your paper to the inside if you're not worried about changing it up for, the holidays or whatever. Now you can put this right in here like this. Now mine is a little big, so I'm going to go take it to the paper cutter and I'm just going to trim off a couple edges because I would really like to see the fabric in the back. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have trimmed the paper and now you can see more of the fabric around the edges, and I'm just going to take my little teeny tiny sequin pins, see if the camera will focus. They don't really have a decorative head, but you could easily use a pin that was more decorative. You could use like thumbtacks. I just like the pins because you don't really see them, and you're just going to secure them kind of at a little bit of an angle on all four corners. I'm going to do opposite sides first. And the foam core board, these pins go in nice and easy. My fingers would work. So you're just going to pin those right in. And pretty much that's the end of your project. Now, if you didn't want your scrapbook paper to be the only decoration inside your frame, you could put a real pretty photo here. You could put a bow on top. I mean, you can do lots and lots of things. You could put this in your kitchen and put like a family recipe card on here with these smaller frames. So if it's a recipe that your family has passed down and it's in someone's really pretty handwriting, why not include that inside the frame and give that to someone as a gift? So this is it for this craft. Like I said, it was super easy. I almost feel bad that I'm including it as a DIY, but I really enjoyed my Thanksgiving frame, so I wanted to share it with you. So I hope you enjoyed this craft. If you have not subscribed, please do, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!